Welcome to Learning with the Librarian. That's me. My name is Jeanne, and I'm with the Warren County Library Headquarters branch. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a lot of trouble finding hand sanitizer and hand soap in these times. So I'm going to make my own, and I'm going to teach you how to make yours. So the recipe that we are using, I'm going to make the hand sanitizer first. And the recipe is based on a recipe by Kristen Marr of Living Simply. So originally the recipe called for witch hazel, but witch hazel is low in alcohol content, and the new health guidelines are stating that you should use isopropyl alcohol at least 70% alcohol content, and witch hazel only has 14. So isopropyl alcohol is what you need. You also need aloe gel. We have green aloe gel, but it does come in clear, so you can use, it depends upon what you personally would like. The green results in a fluorescent green hand sanitizer. And then you need vitamin E oil. And for scent, it's optional, you don't have to, but if you want to put a scent, any essential oil you can use. I like lavender, and you can also use tea tree oil. Okay, so we start out, I'm using a mason jar with a lid. Just a regular old lid. And you put 3 tablespoons of alcohol. Okay. And then you use 2 tablespoons of aloe. Okay, and then a half a teaspoon of your vitamin E oil. Now, for your scent, just remember essential oils are very potent. A little goes a long way. Trust me, I know from experience. So you just put a little bit of the oil in there. Okay. And you put the lid on. Make sure it's tight, and you just shake it. Alrighty. Oh, that smells about right. Okay, so now that you've made this, you can put it in a little squeeze bottle, so you can have it in the car. You can keep it in your purse. And that way you'll always have one with you. So now that we've done the hand sanitizer, we can do the hand soap. And there are a lot of recipes online. You can check them out, but we're going to use the one from countryhillcottage.com. Okay, so the ingredients that the hand soap calls for is we're going to use tincture of green soap. Now, a lot of people use this in the medical profession, also for tattoos and things like that. It's a great soap for cleansing. It has alcohol in it, so the resulting soap that we're going to make is an antibacterial soap. And then the next ingredient would be olive oil. We're using olive oil in place of the neem oil that is in the original recipe. Neem oil is very expensive, and most people have olive oil sitting around the house. So we decided to use something that everybody normally has on hand. And then distilled water. If you don't have distilled water, you can boil water for a few, you have to boil it for a few minutes and then let it cool, and that's just as good. Of course, the vitamin E oil that we used in the hand sanitizer, we can also use in the hand soap, as well as the lavender scent, the lavender oil, or you can use your tea tree oil. It depends, whatever you want. Because there's water in the recipe that you're going to be making, they do recommend that you use a preservative, and the preservative that we're going to use is Optifen. If you don't use Optifen in your recipe, then the shelf life is only going to be 2 weeks. And if you do use Optifen, the shelf life is 2 months. So you see there's a big difference. So for tools, we're going to use the immersion blender and a jar with tall sides, and then a soap dispenser. All right, so we start out with a half a cup of distilled water. And then we add a half a cup of your green soap. Green soap is really good stuff. All right. And then we add a tablespoon of olive oil. Like I said, you can use neem oil, but it is expensive. Olive oil is a good substitute. And then we use 1/8 of a teaspoon of the Optifen. We got the Optifen online. And same with the green soap. Okay. And then 10 drops of the vitamin E oil. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then for the scent, you could use tea tree oil or lemon oil, some kind of essential oil. We have the lavender, so we're just going to use lavender. A little goes a long way. Okay. All right, so now we're ready for the immersion blender. I always use paper towel kind of like as a guard. And you do this for a minute or two. You can see it's getting frothy. Okay, so that's all nice and frothy. The froth is going to go down and it's going to start to separate. We made one a little while ago and you can see it's already starting to separate. Okay, so then you pour it into your dispenser. Like I said, the froth is going to go down. And there you go. So there you go. Hand soap and hand sanitizer using ingredients that you can get in the store or online. So when you can't find it, you can make your own. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.